UFC Fight Night, Holm vs Aldana odds predictions. MMA Insider releases surprising fight card picks. Kyle Marley has hit 21 of the last 25 UFC main events and just locked in his UFC Fight Night, Holm vs Aldana predictions. In order to land the first UFC title shot of her career, Irene Aldana knows she not only has to beat the icon she faces on Saturday, but she also has to do so in impressive fashion. The 6th-ranked bantamweight will be looking for a highlight reel finish when she takes on former champion Holly Holm in the main event of UFC Fight Night, Holm vs Aldana. The Battle of Top 10 Contenders anchors the UFC fight card from Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, with the main card slated for 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The 6th-rated Aldana said she believes a resounding victory will prove she is deserving of the next title shot against Amanda Nunes, but the 2nd-ranked Holm has her sights set on a rematch with Nunes should she get her hand raised. Holm is a -125 favorite, risk $125 to win $100, while Aldana is a +105 underdog in the latest Holm vs Aldana odds from William Hill. In the co-main event, Yorgan de Castro, -260, takes on Carlos Felipe, +220, in a clash of heavyweight prospects. Before making any UFC Fight Night picks, make sure you check out what SportsCine MMA analyst Kyle Marley has to say considering the epic run he's on. Marley won the first ever Tout Master UFC betting contest sponsored by MMA Oddsbreaker and appears regularly on multiple MMA betting and daily fantasy shows. He watches every single fight for every single UFC card and does extensive research before each event. Over the past 20 months, $100 bettors who have followed Marley's picks are up almost $20,000. The accomplished MMA analyst has been on a rock-solid run in 2020 as he has connected on 21 of his last 25 main event selections, a stretch that included a streak of 5 straight underdogs. At UFC 253 last weekend, Marley kept his hot streak going by calling for a stoppage victory by brash middleweight champion Israel Adesanya, -170, over rival Paulo Costa, +150, in the main. Adesanya controlled the action from the opening bell and finished Costa with a vicious ground-and-pound sequence in the second round. Anyone who has consistently followed Marley is way up. Now, with UFC Fight Night, Holm vs Aldana fast approaching, Marley has carefully studied every matchup on the card, identified the best value in the UFC odds and released his MMA picks for every fight. Those selections are only available here. Holm vs Aldana preview. Holm, 13-5, famously authored one of the biggest upsets in UFC history when she knocked out the previously unbeaten Ronda Rousey at UFC 193 in November 2015 as an underdog. However, she has had trouble maintaining traction ever since. Holm lost her first title defense against Miesha Tate and is just 3-5 in 8 appearances since her memorable upset. However, all 5 defeats have come against current or former UFC champions including Amanda Nunes and Cris Cyborg, who has since signed with Bellator. 38-year-old New Mexico native has won 2 of her past 3 fights and is coming off a decision win against the resilient Raquel Pennington in March. She faces another tough customer in Aldana, 12-5, who has won 5 of her past 6 fights. This will be the 2020 debut for Aldana after she went 3-1 in 4 2019 appearances. The 32-year-old native of Mexico saw her stock soar on the strength of a first-round knockout of previously undefeated Ketlen Vieira in December, for which she earned a Performance of the Night bonus. You can see Marley's coveted Holm vs Aldana picks here. Top UFC Fight Night, Holm vs Aldana predictions. We'll share one of Marley's UFC Fight Night selections here. He is backing Dusko Todorovic -310 to earn a decision victory against Aquan Townsend +255 in a battle of middleweight prospects. Todorovic 9-0 will make his UFC debut with plenty of anticipation following a stellar start to his MMA career that features 8 stoppages among his 9 victories. The lone decision came in his victory on Dana White's Contender Series, in which the 26-year-old Serbian defeated Teddy Ashe in August of last year. Townsend 21-11-34 is a bit of a late bloomer by UFC standards. He earned a roster spot following a run of 6 victories in 7 fights in various promotions, but has yet to get his hand raised in 3 outings with the UFC. The Michigan native dropped a decision to prospect Devin Clark in February. Todorovic is making his UFC debut and the promotion set him up with a winnable fight. With another loss, Townsend could be handed the pink slip, Marley told Sportsline. How to make UFC Fight Night Holm vs Aldana picks. Marley also has strong picks for Holm vs Aldana and every other bout on the UFC Fight Night card. He's also backing a fighter who is dangerous on his feet. Those selections are only available here. Who wins Holm vs Aldana? And how exactly does each fight end? Visit Sportsline now to get detailed picks on every fight at UFC Fight Night, Holm vs Aldana, all from the incomparable expert who's up almost $20,000 on MMA in the past 20 months and nailed 21 of the last 25 main events.